Hi guys, today we're gonna discuss why do I tell people about my past. I wanted to say why we as all human beings and this whole this why people tell about their past, but I know why people tell about their past. I know why I tell about my past, or at least I think I know, because I'm not sure. So today I'm gonna say, and I don't know if I'm gonna be sure of that or not. Also, I kind of realized that they're starting to saying that this podcast is meant to make someone, to help someone, and it's not true. This podcast was made. I know why I made this podcast, or at least I think I know, because I am never sure about what I know and what I'm not known, or what I don't know. But yeah, this podcast is like, I know why I made it, and I will make an episode why I made it when it's gonna be an anniversary of it 1 year. But it was not to help someone. It was mostly to make someone feel understood. But like, back to the topic, I'm gonna speak about why I tell people about my past and when I stopped to that. Because you see, I always thought that when I'm gonna tell people about my past, they're gonna understand me. Like, they're gonna get why I act a certain way, or they're gonna be like, oh, so that's why she's like this. I just thought people gonna understand me more, and people just gonna, I don't know, I will have deeper connections with them. And I always, used to tell people about my past. But now I kind of stopped doing that, because it's so, I was like the fact, people knew a lot about me, but I didn't know a lot about them, about their past. And I was always the one kind of telling this, and I kind of felt like I'm oversharing. That's the one thing. And the other thing is the silence, the kind of like the how it's called, mysterious. I mean, I was never mysterious about my past, and now I am, because for me it's so cool, because I was always dragging my past into all of these relationships. And now when I'm having a relationship, I'm not telling people about my past. I'm just kind of like, I'm letting them to get to know me. It's like, because I kind of wanted to skip the whole introduction part and be just friends with people, but this does not work this way in my exception. It's kind of like, I'm gonna speak to what I am now. I'm not gonna speak about what I was and what I will be. Right now I kind of focus more on the future. It's like, I always focus on the past and the future. I never focus on who I am right now, because I don't know who I am. I know who I was. Do I like the person I was? I'm not sure, probably not. But you see, I always kind of like the fact that like people don't know something about you, and they're like so surprised when they're like open this thing, They're like, oh my God, you did that and that? Why would you tell me? Or like, wow, that's so crazy. I will never thought about that, And that was always so cool. And I was like, oh, I kind of want this in relationships. I want the kind of like thing that people are not, or they don't know me in some point. It's cool. And also me dragging like my whole past, blah, 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 into all the new relationship was like dragging my past self, person I no longer am, into relationships that like the new version of me is having. So it was kind of like not good for me, because I kind of was like, oh, so I was this and this is who we're gonna be friends. No, you're not gonna be friends with the past versions of me. You're gonna be friends with me. So why would I tell you all the things I think about myself and all of this past, when you can meet me now and you can have totally different opinion about me than I have about myself in the past? I don't know if you get me, but if I told everyone who I was, they're gonna be like, oh, No, 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 no. But when I'm gonna meet me and get to know me, the who I am right now, they're gonna be maybe like, "Ooh, that's kind of, kind of." They will be just more interested in me. I don't know if you get me. Also, maybe to give some context so you'll get me more, it's like when I was, for example, no, the other way. You see, when you are, it's like, you see, when you want to kind of cut off the past version of you, you should cut off the people that know the past version of you. Because, there's this quote, it's I think the TV girl sings about this. It's like, I can't find this quote, guys. I literally forgot about like the quote. Like I just forgot the lyrics. I'm so sorry, guys. But she sings that like, for you, I will be always the same girl. That there will nothing change about the way you perceive me, because like nothing will change for you, and that's harmful for me. And I think that's really important thing to realize, that like someone perception of you may be of your like that they made based on your past self is really harmful for you, your new version of yourself. And that's why you probably shouldn't bring her into your new relationship, because she no longer exists. And why would she be a point of your relationship? And I think that you can build right now a relationship focusing on yourself. And that's why I tell people, I don't like, I used to tell people about my past so they get to know me better, and that I will have deeper, better connection with them. But in the end of the day, it's just harmful for me, and I feel like I'm oversharing. And that's why I don't tell about my past. I keep it like, if someone will ask, I will tell, but it's not like I will tell this the first thing we meet. Now I'm kind of talking more about my future, which is not good, because when I'm talking about my future, I'm already telling people about something that I want to happen, and when it won't happen, people will think I failed, and I don't want people to think I failed. And I will be like, oh, I forgot about this, I don't want to go there anymore. And people will be like, oh, but she wanted to go there and she did not accomplish it. Oh, she failed, blah, blah, blah. And that's not going to be true, because in the end of the day, I didn't want that, and I didn't actually want that. For example, me always saying about the Netherlands and the fact that I want to move there. And now when I told my friends I want to move there, and I will not move there because I probably won't move there because it's just too expensive, people will think I failed, and that's why I didn't not go there, and not the fact I chose something different. Because you can't tell people I chose something different. Like, they will always think I failed. So I already feel like I failed, even though I never tried and never actually wanted to try now. I don't want to try anymore. I don't know if you get me, guys. I think sometimes I think that like I'm just too niche and no one gets me. Yeah, that's the way I feel sometimes. But also sometimes I kind of don't get myself. I think that if I listen to this episode, I would probably don't understand me. That's because maybe I cannot explain myself so good in English as I can in my native language. But it is like, but in the other hand, like on the other hand, is the same in my native language. I also can explain myself. That's so fucked up. Okay, guys, thank you for listening, and I hope you will have a blessed week.